makeup bells? Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been so long, and before we actually get into the video, I want to address some things. Yes, I'm in a room with a bunch of boxes. All these boxes go to my new house once we move, which will be probably about a month. We're at my grandma's house staying. I'm upstairs, my family's downstairs. If you hear them, sorry. I was gonna try to do my nails in this video, but they're not working, so we're not gonna do that. Okay, so now that we got all that out of the way, I'm also filming on my MacBook because my phone, trying to, keep up with the crowd, texting people, and my camera, if you want to know about that, go look at my last Instagram post on my makeup Instagram. It might be my last one. It's on there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the video. Today I'm going to be doing a video on just a talk through video. I'm going to try to keep it onto one subject, but I tend to venture out onto other subjects when I'm talking. So who knows what we're going to land on. The reason I'm doing this is because I wanted to, and because like 3 different people have come up to me today and said they've been watching my old videos, wanted to know when I was going to post more. And so I decided to do it today, and I decided to do a talk video because someone gave me this idea. So now that I talked so fast and we got through that in a minute and 25 seconds, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's start by talking about, what should we start with? Let's start by talking about, let's do the big F, the big feminist. Feminist, that's what I am. Okay, so I'm going to tell you 3 things, that's 6, 3 things about feminists in my eyes. Number 1, they do not hate men. Number 2, they want everyone to be equal. And number 3, what's a number 3? There's a lot of points in feminists, but I just can't think of that one. Number 3, in my opinion, feminists aren't physical. Some might be, but like, they don't get their point across physically. They get their point across verbally and by protest and things like that. So, what is on my lip? What is it? I don't know what that is. But I am a feminist. I believe in equal rights of all sexes. And if you want to get just dang technical, this might be a little controversial, but I believe in equal rights of everyone. I believe everyone should want to be what they are. I believe everyone should want to be not what they are, who they want to be, like whatever you want to do, whoever you want to date, whoever you want to kiss. I am religious, but, well, I go to church, but I still believe that people can be who they want to be and do what they want as long as they're not hurting anybody else. And that's just how I believe. I hope nobody gets mad at me for saying that. Well, let me rephrase that because I'm trying to work on this. I don't care if anybody gets mad at me for saying that, but that's just what I believe. I believe in strong women. I really do. But with that being said, just because I believe in strong women does not mean but I think there should be weak men. I mean, strong women, strong men, both. I think strong, the definition of strong, in the sense I'm using it, is you're allowed to, strong, powerful, you're allowed to push through things, work through things, be independent, but you can still be vulnerable at times. I don't think, like, I live in a really small town, really rural, I can't even say that word, rural area. It's kind of old-fashioned in a way. I mean, we're kind of getting a little more modern, but, it's like, boys don't cry, stuff like that. I'm not trying to hate on where I'm from, but, boys don't cry in front of girls. I mean, I think that's in other places too. Open the door for girls. Men pay for all the meal. I know that's different places. Men pay for the meal all the time and blah, 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 blah. Well, I just kind of think that it should be equal. Like, the breadwinner, I think it should be men and women. I think it should be equal. I think it's okay if someone brings in more than the other, as long as the couple is okay with it. But I think if it stays equal, it'll cause less problems. I think it'll cause less tension and just all around be better. Um, Going back to like the paying for the meal and stuff like that. Well, I think it's fine if the man wants to pay for the meal, but I think it should be out of love or like. I don't think it should be out of, um, like norms or like, you know what I mean? Just because men are dominant or because men make more money or whatever. I personally think that women should pay sometimes, men should pay sometimes. I just think everything should be equal. And with that being said, I really like the way I feel about things is basically like I form my own opinions, but if my mom's watching this, I just want her to know, and my stepmom, I just want y'all to know, as well as my grandmother's. I have been taught that women, anyone, should be independent. You can love somebody, you can be in a relationship. Just because you're a feminist and just because you're in a relationship does not mean you're a feminist and you're independent. Does not mean you cannot be in a relationship. When you're in a relationship, being independent means still knowing you can stand alone, not dependent on anybody for money, like care, depend on anybody for, emotional stability, physical stability, nothing. And I know it's hard sometimes because sometimes you might feel yourself depending on someone else. And this is just like my opinion. This is not everyone's opinion, I know, and it's okay. Like, everyone can have their own opinion. This is just my opinion. I think that, honestly, this is a little kind of off topic, but it kind of goes together. Well, I think that it's okay to have a therapist and a counselor, but I think if you have problems, I know people say talk it out, but I think you should be able to sort your problems out with yourself, especially smaller things. I understand like mental illness, depression, things like that, bigger and bigger problems that you might need like advice on, but I think like little problems you should be able to solve yourself, because there's not always going to be a person there for you to, depend on. I'm not going to say this person's name, but there's somebody I know, and her husband got a divorce. I mean, not a divorce. Her husband passed away, and as nobody from where I'm from, so they're not gonna. Don't try to guess names, people in the comments, please, or ask me in person. But they just, I feel bad for them because their husband did pass away, but it's just like, I'm not trying to be unsympathetic, but you have to depend on yourself, because this person I'm talking about is a perfect example of depending on someone so much. Not even just this person, my grandmother, I know it was in the older times. My great grandmother is 87 years old, and her husband died. I think they were in their 40s or 50s. I don't even know, honestly. He's my great grandfather. He was older than that because he died like 7 days after I was born, and I was born in 2003, and I think he was older than her. They were way older than that. But my grandmother in 2003 did not know how to pump her own gas after he passed away. Pump her own gas. That is just, I mean, I know it was older times, the norms were different, people were not speaking up like we do now, but my gosh, didn't know how to pump your own gas. I cannot imagine that, honestly. My sister's crying. I cannot imagine that. That is like I feel like even dependent people can do that, nowadays. But it's just things like that. I'm like this person. I know it's not the best thing, but my stepmom, I mean, my mom is very strong and independent. My grandmother is very strong and independent. Well, yeah. My mom's strong, but my stepmom especially is very independent. Like, very. I get, I mean, I just don't. My stepmom has even told me before. One time I went through a hard situation, and it would have been a hard situation for anybody. But when I went through it, I felt like I needed someone's shoulder to cry on and all that, and I'm not saying you should be able to talk to your parents or anything like that, but I felt like I needed someone's shoulder to cry on physically, literally. And I felt myself completely putting my whole dependence on someone else. I was depending on someone else, starting to completely. And you just can't do that. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. You just have to. It's okay to tell somebody how you feel. Sometimes and maybe get their advice, or maybe depend on them on some occasions, whatever. But like all the time, that's just we're completely. That's Sydney. I think your MacBook is in the other room. So that's just my opinion. Well, what else should we talk about? Oh, let's refresh. I forgot I've not been doing this for a while. So I've talked to my parents a lot, and I know I'm only a sophomore in high school, but I've decided as a career path, I'm not going to be a makeup artist or a hairstylist. The reason being, I'm not bragging again. Like, I feel like I need to say that a lot because I do not want anyone to think I'm bragging. But I make pretty good grades, and I don't know how to say this. Like, I really, really try in school. And I'm not saying smart people cannot do hair or hair and makeup, or dumb people only do hair and makeup. I'm not saying that at all. But my parents feel that I have the potential to do something better. Or maybe I can get like another degree and use hair and makeup and just have the have the degree to fall back on. But I've decided I don't want to do both, that I'm just gonna take one path, and I've decided I'm gonna go along with what they're saying and just get a degree in something. But I'm really like struggling. I know I'm only a sophomore, but I like to plan things out. I really am struggling on what I want to do. Like, I've changed it so many times. I wanted to be an orthodontist, but my mom works in the dentistry field, and I don't really know if I want to put my hands in mouths. No offense to any orthodontists or dentists or dental assistants, hygienists, anything. I just don't know if that's my thing. I kind of wanted to be a pharmacist, and that's still open for discussion because they make pretty good money. They deal with medicine and stuff like that. I don't know though. And then I kind of wanted to be a psychologist. No, it's a psychiatrist, the one that writes the prescription that they talk to. But then it goes again to me saying be independent. I mean, I'm not saying you can't talk to a counselor, but you know what I mean. Like, when am I actually gonna line up my life? I don't know, but it was gonna be that. And now my two biggest things I'm looking at is, this is so unexpected for me, I know, but what a lot of people don't know about me is I'm really actually engaged. I don't talk about it with a lot of people, but I really kind of do enjoy politics. I know I'm only 15 years old and I can't vote or anything like that, but you can still enjoy politics, and I think I really do enjoy politics. I'm either gonna go into something with politics, or I'm going to probably do dermatology, just because still working with skin, you know, I like working with skin, I guess. I like doing makeup. I'm still going to do makeup videos, and I'm still going to do makeup. I'm always going to have a love and a passion for makeup, but I'm probably just not going to do that with my life. And that's the decision I made. So, Sydney.
What?
I done Sydney's Halloween makeup last night. How do you think it went on a scale of 1 to 10?
I think it was pretty good, except
we needed to work on a few things.
Yeah, the line wasn't blending out really good.
Yeah. Because we done like a line, half scary, half glam. We done
You
a
got
rainbow
that
eye.
Powder all over my MacBook.
If anybody's been looking at my shirt, it says Friendsgiving.
Alright. What is?
Which I'm going to be having a Friendsgiving party this year. Probably. Most likely. I really plan on doing it. And that'll be fun. I feel like some people don't have... I've always, like, you can ask all my family, all my friends. I've always... You hear that music? I've always complained about having so many Thanksgivings, Christmases, Easters, any holiday that is celebrated. I've always complained about having so many places to go, and sometimes it can be nerve-wracking because, you know, my family, I come from a split home, and then I'm really close with my stepmom's family too, so like I go to multiple Christmases, Thanksgivings, you know, all that stuff. I've always complained about having so many places to go, but then I realized, like, as I got a little older, as I've been saw a little bit more, that some people have no places to go to. Some people have one at the most, and if they do, it's probably not enjoyable. So I'm just gonna try to have Friendsgiving. So maybe some of my friends that don't have the opportunities I have to go to so many Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever, family gatherings, they can have it with me and my friends. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Also, I think it'll just be fun. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to try to wrap this video up a little bit. I don't want it to be super, super long. It's 18 minutes so far. What else could I talk about? Oh, some people are asking me about my house. I am moving in a few weeks. It'll be my family is supposed to be, my parents are supposed to be closing on the house this Friday, and then as soon as they close it on it, they might have already even started. They're going to start on the basement. In the basement, oh gosh, why do I always have to say this? Because I feel so bad. I'm not bragging at all. I'm just literally trying to tell y'all about this because several people have asked me about it. The basement is going to have 3 bedrooms and a bathroom and a little living area, like a living room. Upstairs is going to have 3 bedrooms, kitchen, 2 bathrooms, a living room. But one of the bedrooms is going to be my dad's office. Even though he works on pipeline, he gets to come home a lot more than he did like when he first went off. So when he comes home, he can use that office. And me and my sisters are going to be downstairs. I specifically requested to be on the opposite wall of them downstairs. The basement is just as big as the top, so that size will not be a problem in the basement. I mean, that's not what I'm worried about. I just want to be far from them because I'm sharing a room with them for so long. That sounds so mean, but it's really, literally, they wanted to be far from me too because they know I'm literally like a mom. I know it sounds bad. I'm like, can we please turn the TV down to 7? We're going to sleep. Like, it has to be specifically on 7. Different TVs matter differently. I have a little bit of OCD. At my mom's, I like to keep the TV on 9. There, I like to keep the TV on 7. Here, like when we're at my grandmother's, 17. Like, the TVs are really kind of quiet here. So 17 is probably a good level for me to go to sleep. Another weird thing about me is if you're wondering, when I go to sleep, I turn on Disney Channel because it just gets me in my feelings on nighttime, you know. But I always turn on Disney Channel when I'm going to sleep. I don't watch it, I just turn it on, I listen to it. So if you ask me about the latest Andy Mack episode, I'll probably know about that. Go ahead, Raven's home and all that too. But that's something I do. Also, I have, since we're just talking about myself, and you know, Graceland, shut up about yourself. I have a little bit of problem with time. Like, I think I've said this before in my video. It's not been as bad the past few weeks because I've been letting myself go a little bit, thank God, because when I'm strict on my schedule, it's just like hitting my heart good, making my chest break out now because I'm hot, making me freak out, you know, stuff like that. I like to go to sleep by 10 o'clock on school nights. But with ball games and stuff like that, it's making me loosen up a little bit, which it did last year too, but it made me so tired. So I eventually had to tighten up on that a little bit more. When I set a schedule, I follow that crap. Like, nothing's going to get in my way, and if it does, I'm going to be freaking out. Like, you can ask my whole family, I am a weirdo, which that's okay. We're all different, but okay, guys, I'm about to wrap this video up. My legs. I'm turning my whole camera. This is how this video is going to end, so I really hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. And I'm going to be using this setup. I'm going to be doing my makeup soon, so if you want to see that, and I'm going to also do some more of these videos if you want to see that. I have pants on, I have shorts on. Then please like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below of more videos you want me to do if I do more talking videos, like what topics you want me to talk about. Please keep it PG. I ain't gonna be talking about no dirty stuff or no cuss words or nothing like that. So keep it PG, and I will try to get that done for you guys. I'm gonna try to post as much as I can. My siblings are both playing basketball, so I go to their ball games, as well as basketball season's about to start for me. Our last football game is this week, so my schedule is going to be tight, girl, but I'm going to make it work. I'm going to try my best. So, without further ado, let's end this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and bye, guys. End it, Graceland.